May the gods watch over your battles, friend. No doubt requesting to garrison his men in my castle. How many times must I deny him? Well, out with it! I see. What do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun?
As in all things, Lord, march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean, it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man. Or to declare his intentions.
He'll do no such thing.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King. But neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his storm cloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly then to accept the white gold concordat?
This again? That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. I've made up my mind. Even if my advisors are still squabbling, I'm sending you to Windhelm. Deliver this axe to Ulfric Stormcloak. True, he's a dangerous and bloodthirsty man, but he's also a Nord that honors our traditions. Keep your wits about you and you won't be harmed. And then get back here. Because if Ulfric isn't bluffing, I'll need every able body to defend Whiterun. Good. Good.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! Decisions about gold.
Hold it there. Keep your distance. Another girl killed. This is Susanna, from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her. Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up. We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Do you think we could persuade one of the dragons to join our side?
I'm fairly sure that the dragons don't care about our matters one way or the other. Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man.
I don't suppose we would ever really
Is that
trust
so?
the thing anyway.
I've been wondering when he'd come around. Oh. What's this? You're quite brave to carry such a message. It's a pity you've chosen the wrong side. You can return this axe to the man who sent it. and tell him he should prepare to entertain visitors. I expect a great deal of excitement in the city of Whiterun in the near future. Sooner than you think.
Next Imperial I see is dead.
I've spent my life serving Talos. Talos.
Sir, I have a...
Take a moment to breathe, soldier.
But, sir...
Breathe.
The outer walls are strong. If we can hold them there.
They have catapults.
You've returned with my axe. I knew that would be his response. As soon as you left, I sent word to General Tullius, who's been kind enough to lend us some of his troops, and Legate Scipius here. Let Ulfric try to make it past our combined forces. I'll turn you back over to your legion. Legate Scipius will have use for you. Gods be with us all. Damn it.
The
Where did they
Stormcloaks
get
are here.
catapults?
In force.
The city walls
Get
are
down to the
already
front
falling
line.
apart as
This is it. We must hold the city.
Move it! Well, where the hell are those damn Stormcloaks? Get this over with.
Is an important day for the Empire and for the Legion, and for all of Skyrim. This is the day we send a message to Ulfric's Stormcloak and the rebel Jarls who support him. But make no mistake, what we do here today, we do for Skyrim and her people. By cutting out the disease of this rebellion, we will make this country whole again. Ready now! Everyone with me! For the Empire! For the Legion! Ah!
fight and flee. They're hiding. Over by the stables. Not the best you can do.
It's...
They got obstacles along the wall.
No more! I need... Pay for that!
Revel in your victory here today, even as the gods revel in your honor. They already sing of your valor and skill. The halls of Sovngarde are no doubt ringing with your praises. In defeating these storm-cloaked traitors, you have proven the hollowness of their cause and the fullness of your hearts. The citizens of Whiterun are forever in your debt. But Ulfric will not stop here. No! He will continue to strike out against any true Nord who remains faithful to the Empire. He will continue to sow discord and chaos wherever he can. And so, we must, each one of us, continue to fight this insurrection, lest our fallen brothers have died for naught. Lest our honor be lessened, should we allow these bloodthirsty beasts to prowl our lands. Carry on, men. My gratitude and blessings go with you. For Whiterun, for the Empire!
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old form of Riften.
By defeating Ulfric at Whiterun, we have solidified the allegiance of the Jarl. Perhaps the Stormcloaks will soon lose heart for this little rebellion of theirs once and for all. I'm promoting you to Quester. Take this blade, a symbol of your new station and responsibility. I'll keep an eye on your progress. The Empire rewards excellence, and so do I. You'd be wasted as a regular soldier. I have special plans for you. You'll be of greater use to me with greater flexibility. Make your way to our hidden military camp in the Pale. Rika will have important tasks for you, and will need you when we reclaim the capital. For the Empire.
Please, don't interrupt the court.
Unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Please don't interrupt the court.
Your Eminence,
I'm trying to
my
speak to the
scanning
Jarl.
suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing
I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Fine idea, my Jarl. However, I would suggest you wait until the war has ended. After all, the General needs his soldiers out in the field, fighting battles against the storm.
I must protest, my Jarl. A parade would make you an easy target for a Stormcloak assassin. You're safer here in the palace.
But when this war is won, I will have my parade.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. Be well. Pray for solitude and my husband.
There's something that's been troubling me, Falk. I'm hesitant to share it, but I feel that I must.
Speak your mind, Brightling. You're among friends here.
You know that I support the Empire, as we all do. However, I fear General Tullius is underestimating the Stormcloaks.
We don't
Thane
have the
Riley,
luxury of
at
hanging
your
back to
service.
see who wins before choosing our friends.
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon Potema.
Yes! Return me to this realm!
As our voices summon you, the blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen. Summon with words bound by blood.
What? What are you doing? You fools! You cannot bind me to your wills.
Summon with words bound by blood.
You ants don't have the power to bind me.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
Sabine Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human.
Make it quick.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave? Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought.
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me. Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust. As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire. When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos. Thank you. It would mean a lot to me.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
It's a fine day with you around.
Fine.
Falk said I could count on you. You have more than earned the right to purchase property and take the next step to becoming a Thane. Speak to Falk when you have the funds, and thank you.
Fighting battles against the Stormcloaks.
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who... You help my people and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Splendid. There's a house available right... Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. I'd be glad... And of course... Now, what would you like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well, Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well, Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well, I'll make the arrangements. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well, I'll make the arrangements. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well, Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Anyone with a stout heart like yours, welcome here.
Watch your feet. We just clean
Steward,
there.
when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? There are some issues we must speak about.
Speak.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the... Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Until next time.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on... That's it! Wonderful! I knew I could count on you. I don't have any money to give you, but I can show you a few tricks I learned playing for the Winterhold Wizards.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? And like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now.
Youngest bard at the Bard's College, at your... I'm a bard, from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek. I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. At times. Jari Ra stopped by the other day, told me to keep an eye out for him, see if any new people arrived in the city. Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you? Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim. I'm not looking for conversation. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set. You will? I mean, of course you will. You can tell Yvette-san her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. It's best you leave me be.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. People to see and places to go, huh? Later.
Not too bad. A few of the guests from the upcoming wedding. A wanderer like you needs a little fire in the veins. Thank you so much. I swear it's a fight with them every shipment. Here's something for your troubles. Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
You speak to a Vigilant of Stendar. Report with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns. Filthy creatures, aren't they? Living in the darkness like they do. So uncivilized. I prefer finery, like this. Here, for your trouble. And I suppose I should show you a little about illusion magic for free, shouldn't I? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Anyone with a stout heart like yours...
It's a fine day with you around. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Hafengar. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Be well. Pray for
Do you have business with the court? Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. I'll make an exception for you, but do not bring anything out when you leave. Too many dark deeds transpired in those halls. Mm-hmm.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not into it.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Until next time.
tea, Pelly, my dear?
Oh, I couldn't. It goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, ho ho ho, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, Huh? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Oh, pardon me. Were you saying something? I do apologize. It's just that I find myself suddenly and irrevocably bored! I mean, really. Here you stand, before Sheogorath himself, Daedric Prince of Madness, and all you deem fit to do is deliver a message? How sad. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete! Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabachak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Over here!
Wonderfully done! Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent. Something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabbajack to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you helped him out. Sir, and we're that much closer to home. I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something like that. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ta-ta!
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Anyone with a stout heart like yours...
It's a fine day with you around.
We lost another 5 guardsmen.
Be well. Pray
if
for
General
Solitude
Tullius
and
continues
my
to
husband.
conscript our men and send them off to battle, we'll have none left to protect the city.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
I've got my eyes on you.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Thank you for your role in all of this. It'd be my honor should you decide to make Whiterun your home. Speak with Preventus. He'll make the necessary arrangements. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details. I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve. And of course, don't forget to... Now, what would you like to purchase? Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Keep your guard up. Hey, torches. It's not that bad. What do you need?
Something to report? I need you to deliver some false orders to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. But first, we need to get our hands on some rebel orders to make the forgeries. The Nightgate and Candlehearth Inns are frequent stops for Stormcloak runners. See if you can't convince one of the innkeepers to help you. One way or another, get me those documents. But don't do anything rash if you go to Windhelm. Well, soldier, can you do this? I knew I could count on you, soldier.
This Imperial armor is damn heavy.
Yeah. What you mean? Something?
Wait,
Start
out your
running,
coin.
so I can
back. I cannot best you.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Night Gate for food or lodging? People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? I tend to keep my patrons' privacy. Well, if you insist. He was here, but he left. If you leave now, you can probably catch him. Or you can just wait here. He'll be back soon enough. Anything you need, just holler.
Hadring got himself another customer, eh? You see any other inns around here? Where else would I go to drink? Sure, walk away. I wasn't talking or anything.
I really don't mean to be rude, friend, but I'm not feeling particularly sociable.
No time to talk. Out of my way. We'll see about that.
Very good. Let's see what you have here.
Interesting. They know more of our plans than I expected. It would seem Fort Dunstad is in need of reinforcements. We'll make sure they won't be getting those. One moment while I correct some of these documents. That should do it. Make sure those forged documents get to the Stormcloak commander in Dawnstar. It'll throw him off our trail, allowing us to maneuver more freely. Mm-hmm.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. I'd consider joining up myself.
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
30 years you've been at my side.
That's right, Dawnstar. My Dawnstar is plagued with nightmares. I haven't slept properly in days. That priest of Mara who came here before you says the Divines will cure us. Well, until they do, I don't have any business to discuss with outsiders. Don't bother me again
I
unless
see.
it's important.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Drowning your troubles in mead? As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town.
My duty is to guard Brina Meredith.
These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
Fight or die well. Is that so? I don't recognize you. Why aren't you wearing your Stormcloak colors? I suppose it would be. Good thinking. All right, let's take a look. Ah, good. Looks like the reinforcements for the fort are on the way. And we have some information about enemy troop movements as well. Excellent. It's not easy running messages, what with Imperial scouts crawling all over the place. Well done. Why don't you grab yourself a drink at the Wind Peak before heading back? Mm-hmm.
They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant, burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, warm beds.
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. Yes. Ever since my mother died a few winters ago. I play songs and help with the drinks when I have the time.
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm...
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple has been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered, and your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence. Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the Miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose. Take heed, they've awakened. Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more. The awakening is. Dawn Star! Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left on. Damaged. mustn't. Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, my son. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vaermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vaermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vaermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed.
And what about death? Then let it be done. Farewell. Need something. Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vaermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead, We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. You're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. Potema should die.
Forgive me.
I'm sure a person. I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier, and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you.
When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine tomorrow in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
So why'd you join? Good job. I knew I gave the mission to the right person. Your objective is Fort Dunstad. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack, then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Well, soldier, are you up to the task? I knew I could count on you, soldier.
You own Proudspire Manor. House, at least from the outside. Good to have you. Huh?
Taking the Pale gives us another port in Dawnstar and puts us within striking distance of Windhelm. That should make Ulfric a bit more cautious, huh? Battles are won by trained and disciplined men. Wars are won by talented and exceptional individuals. Raising you to Prefect, take this blade as a gift and symbol of your new rank. You've earned it. Make your way to our camp in the Rift. We have a few surprises for the Stormcloaks lined up. For the Emperor.